I think the report is a good idea. Is there any enforcement provisions to make sure that this report is done timely?
No, just the date in which we are requiring them to deliver it, which is January 1st of 2019.
But if they pass the date, there's no repercussions?
No, there are not in the legislation now.
And we passed more or less the same bill last year. Are there any differences between last year's bill and this year's bill?
I noted the two differences. One is the date and one is the public hearing requirement before the report is issued.
And the absence of the public hearing in this legislation before us today, did the chairman of the Banks Committee ask for that?
No, the executive asked for that, and then the rationale was that as a result of all the work done with litigation and settlement, that there was sufficient information to be able to deliver that, with a comprehensive nature, and then engage in public hearings after the delivery of the report.
But we're not really sure when the report is going to come. We're hoping it comes on time, but we know reports in this town come when they want to come. They come on the Friday of a long weekend sometimes. So we might never get the report, and as a result, is it possible we never get the public hearing?
That's correct. Unfortunately, on all reports, that generally is not enforcement. However, in our conversations, with the executive, they certainly have done work in this area, and because it has taken us 3 years to get to this point, the fact that we are engaged in negotiations to actually have it happen leads us to believe that they're in a position to issue the report in a timely fashion.
All right, thank you. On the bill, Mr. Speaker?
On the bill, sir.
I'm a trust but verify kind of guy, and I appreciate that maybe there is some good faith that they're promising to do the reports on time, that they're promising to eventually have this public hearing, but I'd like to see it in the legislation. Certainly it's possible to have it in the legislation. It was in there last year. If you open the papers, the public is certainly calling out for more transparency. This public hearing is a great example and a great tool for transparency. We have Transparency Week in this chamber and in this legislature and in this city, but here we are changing legislation to have less transparency. And for that reason, although there are many good aspects of this bill and the overall goal of the bill is good, I think we can have the good and also have the transparency. As a result, I encourage my colleagues to vote in the negative, as I will do. Thank you.